Hey guys, so welcome to the Pitch Black unboxing segment. We've got the lovely Tahlia Gray with us from Sheer Chemistry, and she provided some lovely tights for us. Well, when I say for us, it was really for you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So hey, so let's welcome Tahlia.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely a pleasure. So Tahlia, we just wanted to share some conversation with you, ask you a couple of questions. Thank you again for allowing Sheer Chemistry to be featured in the second issue of Pitch Black magazine. It was more of a benefit for Judy, to be honest, but you know, hey, I liked it too. I just couldn't try it and indulge in it, and well, I could, but
so he says
lots of questions would be asked, so we won't go there. So welcome, Tahlia. So hey, Sheer Chemistry. What was the inspiration behind it? How did that come about?
So Sheer Chemistry really came about because it was a need that I had. I graduated university, and I was lucky enough to get my first job in New York. And I know, very, very exciting. And I was extremely excited about being in this new city, about having this new opportunity. But one of the things that excited me as well was having access to products that I couldn't necessarily find in London. And of course, I wanted to look the part, and I wanted tights that matched my skin tone to wear in the corporate setting and out and about after work. And I thought, being New York, being one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world, this would be really easy to find. I really didn't think it would be an issue. But then, I went into all these department stores and couldn't find it. And I always got this puzzled look from like the sales assistant thinking like tights for you. And so of course there were a lot of tights, a lot of nude shades, but never in brown. So I thought, this is kind of unacceptable. And it just became a reoccurring issue. And I thought, you know what, I can do this. And that's really where Sheer Chemistry was born.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I like the sound of that.
Wow. That's so interesting because I think about finding tights for myself and getting really frustrated actually because it was American Tan, and American Tan that was the one that we all wore, and it really wasn't the best. So now hearing that it it wasn't the best over there either, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. So I hear a lot about American Tan, and it's, for those who don't know, it's one shade, brown shade that was supposed to fit all black and brown women, but it was quite orange, and so I guess now now that there is a brand like Sheer Chemistry, there are 5 shades of brown which match a variety of skin tones.
I'm learning so much because prior to now I had no idea what American Tan was, and only this morning I realized what sheer meant. So hey, today's a day of learning for me.
Yeah. Well, I guess for those who don't know, the brand name Sheer Chemistry is 2 words. One, sheer, which means kind of the material that tights are made of, like a transparent sheer material. And then chemistry represents the matching process, so that we're a brand that matches your skin tone. Also, it represents like the chemistry that you have with, a sister, a mother, a friend. So we're a brand that understands you, supports you, here for you.
It's a great brand.
Fabulous. Can I ask, after that experience where you thought, well, I'm going to have to do something about this and I can do this, so what's the experience been like for you now as an entrepreneur and a brand owner?
Yeah, well, I think I went into it quite naively. As I said, I just graduated from university, so I think I was pretty bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And I thought because it's tights, it's a pretty basic product, I thought, so it's not going to be that hard. It was a bit difficult. And the development process did take about 3.5 years to perfect the shades and find manufacturers and everything.
Okay.
But the first thing that I did in that process was develop the shades. So I guess at the time there weren't tights for brown-skinned women, but there were makeup shades. So there were brands like MAC and Fashion Fair and Bobbi Brown. And
Bobbi
so
Brown,
I used that. Yeah, not the singer, not the singer.
No. Bobby with an I, not a Y.
Yes. Yeah, and so I use that as a reference point and as a base to formulate my shades, which I then had replicated onto tights.
Okay. And what were some of the biggest challenges in starting the business and the brand, and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, well, one of them was finding a manufacturer at the beginning. I took to Google first and researched all the tights brands in the UK. But one of the things that held me back is I didn't know, who I could trust. I didn't know if these big brands were going to just turn around and do it themselves. And so that's kind of the first challenge that I had to overcome. What helped me was going to networking events, telling people my idea. And I was actually at an event at the London College of Fashion where I asked one of the panelists, I told her my issue, I've researched all these manufacturers. I haven't called any of them. I don't know who to trust. How should I go about this? And she spoke a bit about, the kind of legal documentation that you should have in those kind of conversations, like non-disclosure agreements. And then she happened to have a contact in the hosiery industry. And so that contact then introduced me to 3 manufacturers, one being the manufacturer that did all my product development. So I guess one of the beauties in that story, because that was very, very early on, is just the power of networking and the power of sharing your idea. Because I think a lot of the time, being a young entrepreneur, you think, oh my gosh, like people are going to steal my idea. And that was real, but I now know that was ridiculous. And the more you tell people and the more you share, the more they're able and willing to help.
That's brilliant.
Really good.
So that was my first challenge, but along the way there's been many.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So what do you enjoy about being a business owner now?
One of the things that I love, and just the whole idea of being an entrepreneur, is that you can have an idea and from that idea it becomes something. I think that's very powerful, and that you actually have complete autonomy in your destiny and what you do on a day-to-day basis. So I think that's a beautiful thing. I think in terms of running Sheer Chemistry, the thing that keeps me going and keeps me motivated is just the customer interaction. I've really missed interacting with customers over the COVID period, because that is like what lights a fire in me, because it's not just a brand with utility that is, useful on a day-to-day basis. We provide confidence and we empower women to feel gorgeous and make them feel seen. And hearing those stories firsthand of, oh my gosh, like I've had to wear American Tan, or all the kind of stories, when I was, 5 years old and I had to do ballet and I had to wear pink tights, or, when I got my first job and they made me wear, nude tights, but nude for who, so I get all of these conversations and these anecdotes. And just, it really is powerful hearing how much of an impact sheer chemistry has made. So I think, yes, the whole having freedom over what I do, and really being able to steer that. But the second part is really the affirmation of the impact that the brand is making on other people.
That's fantastic. And Tahlia, if you could cast your mind back to you just getting into New York, looking for those tights that matched your skin tone that you wanted, and you couldn't find them, if you could give some advice to that Tahlia who was starting out then, what would you say to her?
I would say don't be afraid to try different things. I would also say enlist the help of as many people as you can. I think when we are starting a business and we don't necessarily have the money to employ people, or maybe get the help of experts and pay them, we don't. But I think what I've learned from my experience is people really buy into the vision, and people really buy into you. And a lot of the time, you just ask people, and you kind of identify the skills that you need, the type of personalities that you need on your team. People are more than willing to help you, especially at the beginning, for free, or for, a coffee or whatever. So I think I would have been a lot more bold in asking for help. So anyone who's starting, don't feel that you need to do it on your own. And I'm also talking to myself here. Even if you do have no money, people will always be willing to help you achieve whatever it is you're looking to do.
That's great advice.
That's great advice. It really is. It really is. And so, can I ask, what is your favorite product from the range?
It changes all the time. So we have 3 products which really are suitable for the sheer chemistry women's lifestyle. So we have confidence, radiance, and ambition. So you want a little bit of everything in your life. But at the moment, my favorite product is confidence, which is a control tight. So it lifts your bum, smooths your waist, and really kind of pulls in your thighs as well. So it's one of the products that I like to wear when I'm wearing anything kind of body hugging, and it just gives me that extra confidence boost. I love them.
I think we need a men's version of that. Well, we need the help too.
Well, I think that leads us really nicely into our unboxing section, where we had a look earlier. We opened it up, we unboxed it. So we're going to take a quick pause, and we'll be with you again shortly. So guys, I've got a package here from Sheer Chemistry, and as you can see on there, it says your tights, your shade. Big clue there. I like the packaging. Black. And 2 nice bubble wrap. Whoa. Secure. So nobody's running away with this. Oh my goodness me. I might have to go and get some scissors, guys. I will be back. So, let's have a look. Sorry, lady. Information. I am Sheer Chemistry. Share the movement. Oh, Waitrose and Partners, John Lewis. What I know about this, oh wow, is that these are supposed to match my shade. No more American tan, unless your shade is American tan. Matte control, gloss. I've got confidence, I've got ambition, I've got radiance. I'm gonna go with, let's try this Ambition. And this says Rio Romance. Let's have a look. Rio Romance. Oh, they've got a nice feel to it. A very nice feel to it. Let's see now, shade wise. Oh, I would have to say it is a very good match. And then I'd imagine on my legs, you won't see all the hairs. That's very nice. It's still strong as well. That was the matte. Look at the glosses there. Look at the gloss. Hi, so we're back with Tahlia from Sheer Chemistry, and we've been talking about the inspiration and the motivation behind her business, which is tights. They are tights, and I've been holding back a little bit because really I'm so excited. You've just seen the unboxing that we did, and I've got a pair here. And I think they are amazing, absolutely amazing. I really do love this. The feel of them, the look of them. And when it says sheer, it really is sheer. Don't look at the veins in my hands, guys. They are, Tahlia, honestly, congratulations. They're a beautiful, beautiful product. Really love them.
You're welcome.
Really, really love them. And I know Colin's talking about, well, the men need them as well, where we talk about the control, where we get pulled in a bit and the shaping and all the rest of it. I actually do know men that would buy them, so it's good to see the size.
I'm just excited by living vicariously through you, getting so excited about the tights.
I was there going, oh.
Sorry, Tahlia, you were saying.
Sorry, I said one of the things I will say is they're not just for women, and so we do actually have quite a big male customer base.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I try to say, sorry, I'm trying to take out the women and say people of color. It's for people.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do have male customers as well. So don't, Colin. You know, the product.
I looked at them and I thought, I know men that would want this quality product too. It's kind of like hide them, leave them alone. Anyway, so I was looking at this that came with my tights. So that's where I first saw that you had to, quite a range there. So the Ambition, the Radiance, the Confidence. You talked earlier about what Confidence does. So a day where I might wear Ambition, what would that be?
So Ambition is really on occasions when you want to feel your most ambitious, where you're feeling your most unstoppable go-getter self. So it's a matte tight. So it's very subtle in the way that it looks. It's supposed to look like your actual skin. So the occasions where you would probably wear that is probably work settings or just everyday work environments. So Then we have Radiance, which is a gloss finish. So it's like a well-oiled leg. So it's more kind of those times when you want to feel radiant, your most kind of outgoing and glitzy glam self. So it's more for going out occasions. However, that's not exclusive. You can wear, ambition when you're going out, or vice versa, radiance when you're going to work. But it's more kind of what kind of look you're going for. So is it kind of a subtle not wearing anything look, or is it more kind of well-oiled leg, my legs are like, flawless? Or do you need that extra support? So it's really based on your mood, what you're doing, the occasion, which will dictate which product you choose.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And for anybody watching who's saying, I absolutely have to get those tights, where can they find them?
Well, firstly, they're available on our online store, which is www.sheerchemistry.com. We're also available in stores. So we're available in John Lewis, in 6 stores in the UK. So all the London stores, and then Leicester and Southampton. And then we're available in Waitrose in 66 stores in the UK. So we're all over the place. And so if you want to know the specific stores, you can just go to our website, and there's a section of our stockists, so you can just check if there's somewhere close to you.
Brilliant. Listen, a massive well done from us. Here at Pitch Black, we are supporters of Black entrepreneurs, and we're all about celebrating and sharing our Black entrepreneurs on. So very, very well done. And thank you for doing what you're doing. Hey, well done.
Thank you so much.
Right. So to roll us out, we've got the quick fire questions, and that's where we kind of get a little bit into the mind and taste and habits of Tahlia Gray. So we've got some quick fire questions that we're just gonna fire at you. Don't think too hard. Just say what comes to your mind.
As quickly as you can.
I'm ready.
So the first one is jollof or
rice and peas.
Rice and peas.
Okay.
I'm Jamaican, so
Hey. Brilliant. Plantain
or plantain?
Plantain.
Okay.
Although to be honest, sometimes I think like, what do I say? Plantain? No, I'm sure it's plantain. Plantain.
As long as people know what you mean, and give it to you. That's it. Beach holiday.
City break.
Beach holiday.
Okay. Cash flow
or capital appreciation.
Ooh, capital appreciation, I'll say.
Okay. Netflix
or YouTube.
Ooh, YouTube.
Okay. Reggae
or Afrobeats.
Okay, good. Listening to music
or listening to a podcast.
Listening to music, definitely.
Okay. Uber Eats
or Deliveroo.
100%.
Stocks and shares
or crypto.
Stocks and shares. I don't understand crypto at this point. I don't know.
Join the club. Samsung. This is a big one. Samsung
or Apple.
Apple. I have been a Samsung owner, but I've switched over again.
She switched.
Okay. I like the bit about again, which suggests you may switch back.
Yeah, I'm pretty fluid.
I'm hearing some Samsung bias.
I started as an iPhone, and then I went to Samsung. Now I'm back at Samsung.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enjoy it while it lasts. You're welcome back anytime. And by the way, this show isn't sponsored by Samsung.
By anybody.
Night in
or night out.
Absolutely. Night in
night out.
Or night out.
Okay,
yeah,
brilliant.
With your Radiance. Share chemistry Radiance.
And this is the big one. This is the one.
This is a
that
mean one.
Crowns everything.
It's a mean one.
Oxtail
or curry goat.
Oxtail. I love oxtail. Honestly,
Okay,
the best, the
okay.
best dish in the land.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You know, I know, I know that people say both, but you know,
No,
I've
I
got a
have
quick
a
one.
distinct favorite. Yeah.
Distinct.
Okay.
Ah, it's good.
Okay.
It's good. Right, final one from me. It's in two parts. Chocolate, dark or milk,
I'm
white
actually
or
white.
ruby.
I'm a white chocolate person. If I
Right.
had to choose
Okay.
between dark and milk, it's definitely milk. I don't like dark.
And then white and ruby, you'd go white.
White or ruby?
Yeah.
Ruby.
Ruby chocolate is a thing.
I don't know ruby chocolate. I would say white.
Right.
Okay.
So white chocolate.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to send
I'll
Tahlia some
I'll
ruby
hook you up
chocolates.
after.
She
Yeah,
does
I'm
make
not-
the best chocolates,
Okay.
so she'll hook you up. Listen, it's
Tahlia,
been a
it's been
distinct
fab.
pleasure getting to know you, Tahlia, and hearing a little bit more about Shea Chemistry. We wish you every success, and we'll be here at Pitch Black cheering you on. So thank you so much. And hey, well done.
Well done.
Thank
Well
you so
done.
much for having me. It's been such a pleasure.
Pleasure's mine.